to the room. Yeah, I'm about to put my stuff away, chill out, get dressed. All right, I'll hit you back in a little bit. What up, y'all? It's the King. This here is the sacrifice. And trust me, I sacrificed a lot to get here, so stay tapped in. See y'all in a minute. What up, y'all? It's King Wayne. I'm checking in live from the DMV. And I'm gonna talk about sacrifice today. Because Lord knows, I made a lot of it. So I was thinking, I was talking to a few people this week. And I got some deals that are on the table. Some things that are coming down the pipeline that are very lucrative for me. And in my area of expertise that are opening up a lot of blessings and a lot of abundance for me and just a lot of great experiences, right? But it's crazy because it got me to thinking about all the experiences that I had leading up to this, all the things that I lost, all the different things that shaped me and put me in position to even be able to take advantage of some of these experiences and opportunities. And opportunity is key, right? But opportunities that are, in front of me right here. And I think about like all these different people, like a lot of y'all know I used to be in the music industry. I used to manage a lot of different artists and shit like that. You gotta get you some of this. This is a must have. That Valentino, light green, had the ladies all over you, yo. I'm telling you, for the fellas, y'all gotta cop that. But like I've been in a lot of different situations with a lot of different people, things of that nature, and depending on who you ask, right? Some people may look at me as a great person. Some people may look at me as a scumbag. Some people may look at me as an asshole. There are all kinds of different opinions that people are going to have about me. But I'm thinking primarily business with this one, right? Because these opportunities that are in front of me now are those of business. And big business, to say the least. Like, these are some things that could put some six-figure checks in my bank account very fast. So to have this opportunity, I look at these last couple months, or even these last few years, but especially these last few, we'll say this last year, from the time that I moved out of my last house, right? I went through so much, I don't want to say turmoil, but like just despair, and shit was bad. We'll say that. Shit was bad. Like, I was losing things, sleeping outside. But a lot of it was the shaving of not only things that I didn't need anymore, but people that weren't supposed to go on this part of the journey with me. And for a long time, I really couldn't understand it, right? So now that I sit back and I think about this shit, I think about the reasoning that some people had to go. Like, some people had to be sacrificed for this part of the journey, because I'm realizing that, you got people that will try to hold your feet to the fire for things that you've done in the past, and all of these different type of opinions they'll try to have about the person that you were. That's just how that goes. It's just how life is. It's something you got to be strong enough to deal with. But I think about all the things people could have done for me, or I may have done for them, or things that they think they've done for me that may be something that they try to use to hold weight when it comes to this part of my life and these opportunities. And I lost so much, and I had to be, I want to say, it was almost like I was humiliated in front of the world by having to lose everything that I had and build back up to become this person. But now that these opportunities are here, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, regardless of what people say, because people are always going to say something, right? Like, there's no getting around that part. People are going to have opinions about who you are, the things that you do, blah, blah, this, that, and the third. It's just going to be what it is, right? So with that being said, there's nothing I could do about that, because you know your truth, you know what it is that you stand for, you know what your character is, regardless of who you are as a person. It's all about balance. Nobody's perfect, but people are going to try to paint you like this horrible person, say that you took things from them, say that you manipulated them for things, and all of that type of stuff. And I was really sitting thinking about it when I was having one of my meetings last week, and I said, I really lost everything. And that everything included anything could say that I ever took or manipulated from them for my own gain. I had to lose it all. It's funny how the universe works because I couldn't understand why I was losing so much, and it was just trial after trial and obstacle after obstacle. It was just beating me down and beating me down. And now that I'm sitting here, I'm really looking at it like you couldn't carry anything with you. And mind you, it's funny because I was having a conversation with one of my business partners, and I was talking about one of the experiences that I used with an artist that I used to deal with that had to pay me $5,000 for me to put a management plan together for him, for me to be able to move him around. And I was talking about how you do things for people and they expect you to do everything for them because they pay you, right? And when things don't work out the way they think it is, they always look at it like you done took something from them. And it's like, and I use this example, this was somebody from years ago, right? And it's like that $5,000 been gone and spent 50 million times over. Like I done had another $5,000 50 times since he gave me that $5,000. But the fact of the matter is, anything that I could have accumulated or bought with any of that money or any of that energy that I was dealing with in that part of my life has all dissipated now, and everything here now is just new energy. Oh shit, the bag fell. Everything here now is new energy. So it's like nobody can really say anything to me because I really put this work in to get here. Those of you that follow me on this channel and that followed me when I was on social media, when I was on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, now that I'm not on those things, know firsthand that I really went through the fire and really, and I never lost my confidence. Always held my head high, regardless of whether I was sleeping outside of the bitch or riding that damn 10 speed that I stole from that lady to get myself around, or walking miles and miles and miles. I've come a long way in a short time, which at the time it felt like it was never ending. It felt like forever. But now to get to this place, I'm here saying it's doable. Nothing's impossible. Oh yeah, I'm just coming off my fast too. I fasted for 5 days last week, and a lot of people were asking me, well, what do you fast for? And it's not necessarily always for, it's for health, of course, but it's not always for just that. Like this next chapter of my life, it truly and genuinely, what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all know I lose my words from time to time. It demands a version of me that I have yet to meet, right? But I know I'm fully capable of doing it and taking it where it needs to go. But at the same time, it was like I had to do something to show myself. And so when I fasted, you know, most people that I talked to when it came to fasting was like, there's no way I could do that, which is something I already knew. It's not a knock on anybody. People are going to do what they want to do and be who they want to be. Sure, that's cool. But at the same time, it was like sometimes you have to show yourself what you're made of. So me fasting for 5 days was showing myself that like nothing is impossible. You're here for a reason. You have gotten into this space for the same reason that you are in this space. You've been determined to get here through all of it. And that's one thing about me going through everything I went through. It was always something in me that was saying, you're built for this. That's why I'm sitting here right now in this particular space, ready to seize these opportunities. But getting back to what I was saying is that it comes at the cost of your old life. I don't know, some of you may have seen this quote many places. I know I have. It says, your new life is going to cost you your old life. And I'm here to tell y'all for definite, for sure, that shit is absolutely fucking true. So everything that your life entailed then, when you were in the lowest version of yourself, has to go. I mean, everything has to go. Anything that's supposed to be there with you moving into your, it'll be an evident reason as to why it's there or why it's not dissipating or falling away, right? But everything else, so if things are falling out your life, let them. Don't try to hold on to anything. Unlike me, I tried to hold on for dear life to things. Even things that were kicking and screaming to get away from me, I was trying to hold on to because it was that comfort. And I was scared to go through that discomfort, that uncomfortable phase of life where it's like I have to walk this bridge, and the bridge is burning up behind you as you're walking. So you're walking through you're not only walking through the hellfire is making sure that you can't go back that way. But once you get across the bridge, you start to recollect on why you lost all those things. But you lost those things so you can tell yourself, because it's going to be a lot of noise. It's going to be a lot of people, and I'm enjoying that quiet for the right now. Some noise is starting to spark up. That's why I know it's here. But you're going to endure a lot of noise from people telling you what you ain't shit, you this, you that, you did this, and you did that. You have to have the wherewithal to know you are a new version of yourself. You are not that same person anymore. So, fuck them. That's what I say. But yeah, that was it. I just wanted to tap in and just get those thoughts real quick. This ain't gotta be a long video. I'm about to just go in this bathroom, freshen up real quick, and I wanted to make this video. I'm about to go out and probably find me a bite to eat. And turn up in DC, man. Turn up in the DMV. It's about to be fun. I'm gonna have a great weekend. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I got one of my Eagles shirts with me, even though we lost the other day, but still go Eagles, fuck everybody else. But yeah, just remember, when things are falling apart, let them, because what's going to come back together is going to blow you the fuck away. And it's just getting started with me. This journey, the life of Wayne journey, the book of Wayne was crazy. That was tragic. But the life of Wayne, like I keep telling y'all, is lit. Super lit. As sure as I got on these Dior Air Max and it's Protect Philippe, you know what I mean? Shit is already lit and it's only getting better. It's only going up and going up way more. So shout out to y'all. Keep watching. I'm going to keep dropping this content. I'm going to keep giving y'all the authentic version of me, not the dialed up, dressed up, even though I had my little theatrical interest. It's funny because I walked out to go tape and then my boy called me real quick. So that was authentic. But like, you know, y'all know how I do. I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of the entertainment side of it, I guess. But at the end of the day, I'm going to always be me. So y'all just stay tuned. I'm going to keep these videos coming. And like I said, stay locked in, y'all. When I say stay locked in, I'm not always talking about staying locked into my channel, although I appreciate it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, comment, subscribe. But I'm saying stay locked in on your journey. Stay locked in on what you believe for yourself. I only got here because I believed, even in my darkest moments, when everything was going wrong, that this is where I was supposed to be. So that's when I say stay locked in, y'all. When my YouTube channel got deleted, when my shit was monetized and it got deleted, I just stayed locked in, you know. But everything that falls away for the reason, so you know who you are. You know that you built this by yourself. Nothing that anybody gave you or you so-called took, and maybe you did take some things. It is what it is. I'm not sitting here trying to knock anybody for what they do, because ain't no shame in my game. Life is about balance. It's not about perfection. But when it burns all to the ground and you rise like that phoenix from the ashes by yourself, the way it's supposed to, and not to say that this happened all by myself. There are people that are still around supporting me because they believe in what the vision is, absolutely. But the way that I envisioned it at first is not how it worked out. And it's never usually like that. The greatest things come from the most unexpected situations. The greatest results come from the most unexpected circumstances. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to make this too long. I'm about to get ready. Stay locked in. I have another video for you. I'm going to shoot another video soon while I'm down here. So, you know, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.